Panthers Nation, what up, dude? It's Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk, and this is my first addition into draft content. You know, the Panther season's been over for a couple weeks now. We finally have a head coach with Frank Reich being hired, an offensive-minded coach. A lot of people wanted that. So it's time to get into mock drafts. This is my first mock draft that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be simulated with the Pro Football Focus simulator. I'll do more draft content of just what I exactly predict what's going on, but I want to do a full 7-round draft for the Panthers. Now, of course, before we get into that, like I said, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk, recap and analysis of the Panthers. So if you want to see more videos about the squad, breakdowns for film, and plenty of draft content, hit the subscribe button down below, the bell icon as well, and give this video a thumbs up because it really helps me out in the algorithm. It's free, and it doesn't take but 1 second. So the narrative coming out is, of course, Scott Fitter had his exit conference, and he talked about the needs that the team needed. And he talked about a little bit of speed at wide receiver, maybe in the slot, a tight end, speed at linebacker, a ball hawking safety, and another edge. Of course, as fans, we know we need a quarterback. And I guess the rumors have come out that David Tepper is enamored with C.J. Stroud, you know, the tall pocket passer. He can move a little bit, showed he could do that in the college football playoff against Georgia. So he could be on the radar. And I'm going to go under that presumption based off the narrative. That's what I'm going to do most of my mock drafts, based off the narrative that I'm hearing. And then we'll just update it as we go, as we get more information about how the Panthers may feel or where they may be leaning or how free agency changes our goals and stuff. But keep these positions of need in mind as I go through this draft. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, man. All right, so we know the Panthers are picking at 9th this year. If they want to get a quarterback, they're going to have to trade up and go get them. And we got a lot of picks in the Christian McCaffrey trade. Obviously, we have future draft capital we can go with. Let's see what happens. I'm going to enter the draft and try to see if I could get a trade going pretty much immediately. All right, so number 1, I want to start right now. Do I want to go up to number 1? Or do I think I can get away with going up to number 3? The Bears, presently, they don't need a quarterback. I know the rumors are there, but they don't need it. What will it take to go up to number 1? Obviously, we're going to need a pick swap at the minimum. It's going to be a future first, but let's see what else I have to give up to make it an even trade. I added a second. I added a future third. And I'm going to add So I got 2 firsts, two firsts, a second, and a third for the number 1 overall pick. Let's see if I can get something back from them. I'll add a 5th from them just to try to see what happens. They did not accept. All right, so let's see if I can. I don't want to give up both 2s. I want to keep a 2. So maybe I add who knows, a 5th, 74% chance, 71% chance. Let's see. They accepted it. So we're up to number 1. We had we're up to number 1. We made it. All right. So I had to give up. You saw what I had to give up. It wasn't cheap, but we're trading up. Frank Reich loves big quarterbacks. Look at some of the size of his past quarterbacks: Nick Foles, Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz. These are big quarterbacks that can sling the ball. I love Bryce Young, but if we're gonna go up here, let's trade up. Let's not take a huge risk. I love Bryce Young, but the size it concerns me a bit. It concerns me a bit. So let's go ahead and get C.J. Stroud and make him the number 1 overall pick. He's our QB1. Let's do it. I'm going to speed up the draft just a little bit so the Panthers can get to their pick. But I only had to give up 1 of those second-round picks that we got for Christian McCaffrey, so I feel pretty good. Let's slow it down a little bit. Let's look at the trade. Who's offering trades? I don't have any trade offers. Okay, so let's see who's on the board. So this is second. We got quarterback. I do want, like I said, I wanted to get some speed at linebacker, some speed at edge. Check a wide receiver. We do need a second weapon. I'm good on these wide receivers. We got it. We still some decent ones left. We pick again for another round and a half. Let's look at tight end. Tight end's looking a little tough as well. Tight end's been picked through a little bit. I should have gave up the first one. Let's look at edge. I like Zach Harrison. Derek Hall's actually a good pick as well. And let's look at linebacker. Noah Sewell's still on the board. He probably won't be there later. I want to see if I could trade back. Maybe I could trade back. So let's see if I can get 65. I'll do a pick swap to move back 4 spots. And then I want to get 73 is asking too much. Let's see if I could do that. 150 and 104. No, asking for too much. Am I asking for too much? Can I ask for a little bit more? Can I ask for a 7th? I asked for 4 picks for 2 picks. See what happens? They accepted the trade. So I moved back 4 spots, got some more picks. I picked up 2 extra picks by only having to go back 4. And I feel pretty good about that. So let's keep it moving. All right, back. Let's see who got picked in between that time. The edge rusher got picked. Sidney Brown. So not that bad. Not that bad. Zach Harrison is still available. We need an edge bag, guys. Jalen Hyatt's still there. This is a tough one. Jalen Hyatt's still there. Let's look at corner just in case. We can always use some depth there. I'll probably come back a little later here. Hodges Tomlinson would be a good slot corner. But I want to go edge. I'm going to go ahead and go. Sewell's still on the board, but I can't. I got to go edge. Let's go get Zach Harrison. Man. All right, so we're churning now. I just saw the Sewell go. All right, let's see who's on the board. Cam Jones. The Falcons are lurking. Nah. Let's go. Let's see tight end. Shoemaker, Stogner. I don't think Stogner transfer. He didn't come out. I do like Genderoff, but definitely need a tight end at some point. Linebacker. I do like Cam. Toe's still there. This is a tough one. Let's go linebacker one more time. Let's see what. I think I'm going to go with Cam Jones, linebacker. Let's go linebacker, Cam Jones. So we addressed quarterback, edge, got some youth at linebacker. Let's see what safety's looking like. Trey Dean is solid. I feel pretty good about safety. And I still have 2 more picks. I have 1 more pick coming up very soon. So I'm looking at running back just because I'm greedy. I'll come back with Chase Brown probably later. Let's go linebacker. I already looked at linebackers. Oh, oops. Let's go wide receiver. Xavier Hutchinson, Rakeem Jarrett. Oof, I did not get the linebacker I wanted, but there's some dudes here. I like Ronnie Bell. I'm gonna go Ronnie Bell. I could have sworn Ronnie Bell's returning back to school, but so I'll be realistic. I won't draft him. Let's see. I'll go Xavier Hutchinson. Okay, and then I like Chase Brown. Chase Brown is he's a home run hitter. The Panthers do need a different. I mean, I do like Chuba, obviously, and Deontay Foreman. But I think we need a running back with better hands, a good all-around back that can be a home run hitter that we can put into a running back by committee. And Chase Brown is that guy. I know y'all say, "Oh, we have 3 guys that are good." No, we need a guy that can take the good blocking that our offensive line gives and take it home. I'm going with Chase Brown. I had to. So, a lot of people pick running back instead in that scenario. I mean, it is what it is. Kenny McIntosh is still up there. I'm still not a big Kenny McIntosh guy, but it is what it is. So, still got 4 picks remaining. Let's look at safety. DeMarco Hallums. I like Tyreek Jones out of Ball State, but I'll wait for Boise State. But I'll wait. I could probably get him soon. Let's go tight end. Let's see. Stogner. Like I said, I'm trying to be realistic. The guys that aren't really coming out, I don't want to pick. But we have a lot of picks in this next few slots. So I already got pretty much everything. Tight end is the next one. I like Shoemaker. He's not as athletic as I'd like, but I'll go with the best tight end on the board according to this ranking. I'll go with Wow. I don't know a ton about him yet. I'm still in my evaluation stuff, but it is what it is. So now I do want to add some depth. I still haven't got a safety. DeMarco Hellums, Bama product. I don't hate it. I don't even know how to look at the picks that I've made. That's a flaw they should have on this that they should fix. Look, Shoemaker, Stockner, when there was a run on tight ends. D line, good there. We already went wide receiver. I kind of want to look at guard, and because we need some depth. I like drafting O linemen every year. Let's go Chandler, and then I'll do a safety again, I guess. DeMarco Hallums. I still got one more pick. DJ Dale. I like DJ Dale. I'll draft DJ Dale out of Alabama. And that'll do it for us, man. That will do it for the Panthers. Let's analyze the draft, see what happens. So, just to recap, I got an A overall grade, but I went up and traded. I got my quarterback. I got the quarterback. I got the edge out of Ohio State and Zach Harrison. And then I made another trade. I moved back 4 spots to get 2 extra picks. That allowed me to get Cam Jones in the 4th. And then Xavier Hutch. I got wide receiver, running back, tight end, guard. I literally hit every position that the Panthers could ask for. I like DJ Dale that's probably my favorite pick. Just getting him this late, I love that pick. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with Hellums or Caleb Chandler, but Chase Brown in the 5th is a steal. This running back draft is super deep. I like that. I like the Cam Jones pick as well. Overall grade is an A. I like it. All right, so here's one final look at my draft. Like I said, I feel pretty good. I addressed some of our huge needs. I got the quarterback finally, the quarterback we want. And then Zach Harrison, the edge to put on the opposite side of Brian Burns. I like it. Added some linebacker youth that we need to go along with Shaq, Frankie Louvu. Brandon Smith is developing. But Xavier Hutchinson got a wide receiver in the 4th. But Chase Brown, one of my favorite picks. I'll do some film breakdown on the running back position because that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? But end up hitting tight end, guard, safety, and D-line. A good overall draft. I got an A grade from Pro Football Focus. You guys let me know how you feel about my draft overall. What grade would you give? What's your favorite pick of mine? What do you not like? Do you think going up to number 1 is the answer? I want to get all you guys' thoughts in my first edition of my mock draft. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you are subscribed if you have not. It's Aaron Duncan here at the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. I'll see you next time.